There's a look at one of the most iconic sports venues in the lower 48. Built back in 1957 under the title of City Stadium. We are at Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Green Bay Packers. It's 3-0 versus 2-1, a good early season battle as we're underway in Week 4. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
I'm going to get blowing the fuck out.
Now the third leading rusher in the NFL last year, Todd Gurley. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 13 yards, first down, Packers. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, where that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Trent Murphy in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Gotta hope that's not a sign of things to come as they face an early second and long. Now Rodgers. Looking for Green, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 41, and they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. Well, certainly not how he wanted to start his night. First throw of the game, an INT.
Yeah, it's not easy, but he's got to try and wipe that one away from the memory banks. And let's face it, it's not often a quarterback and a defensive back have a lot in common. But one thing, because they have these individual type plays, they've got to have short memories, don't they? DB gets beat, wipe it away, quarterback throws a pick, has to do the same thing.
A good start to the drive here as that's caught out on the left side. That one goes for 24 yards. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage, and tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Eason. He'll get this into the hands of Bird. That throw good for 4. It's second down. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game?
And got his man complete. And he'll be out of bounds. That one goes for 30 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. From the gun, Eason. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Tyreek Hill with touchdown number 7 on the year as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Justin Tucker for the extra point.
Okay, man.
The Eagles lead at 7-zip.
It was like really just 2 hours of sleep.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Well, watching comedy young.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
Oh my God, that's a pick if you don't know.
And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, and they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again. Just like last week, each game is its own entity, treated as such.
Flushed out right. He's got Curse. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Watch out for Hill on the return.
Oh, we gone. I know I probably didn't have to do that string, but it worked. Fuck it.
That punt return, 86 yards.
I probably could have burned him
and the Eagles
outside.
Are able to strike
hey,
quickly for 6. A lot of times they want this guy just to try to flip field position. He flipped it all the way into the end zone.
Yeah, the rule of thumb is, can you pick up 10 yards? That's getting a 1st down.
Okay,
instead, he takes it all the way and provides a big spark for his team.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early. Probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. From the 27, Rodgers. It's complete. This is Todd Gurley. Still going. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
Sometimes the most effective routes are the ones that you run in the backyard. You probably ran them when you were 5 years old. How about a little curl there against zone? But the key to it is finding the open spots in the zone. How a linebacker or a defensive back will widen to give you space. Find that area and let your quarterback hit you.
From just shy of midfield, Rodgers. And unsuccessful there trying to dump it underneath. That'll bring up 3rd down. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Working from the gun, Rodgers. He's got his man. It's Curse. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. And they just keep marching right along. 1st down on a pickup of 8 there. Back to the ground game here. Gurley. They'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. And he has another 1st down as he'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 14.
3 more quarters already.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
I just got to survive. I just got to survive. Oh, my God.
The first red zone opportunity now for the Packers. It's 1st and 10 at the 14. They run. It's Gurley. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Eluding the pressure right. And it's caught. A good-looking drive for the Packers so far. It's a first down.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
They give it off here to the tight end. And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. Chris Herndon, his first touchdown on the year.
Oh, my gosh,
Here in
bro.
the first half. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quick.
Hit from behind, and he's going to be driven down. Grady Jarrett making his presence felt. He gets the sack. And, partner, it's safe to say that the secondary really contributed to that sack.
Yeah, nickel set, 5 defensive backs. They covered everything. Nowhere to go with the football. But my question is, why didn't he throw it away?
After the sack, here's 2nd and 11. 2nd and 11. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A pickup of 24. And that's where the play began, the 24-yard line. Throwing on first down. Eason, they complete it to Hill. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Sensational he was last week, over 200 yards, and the simple quote that we saw this week was, keep him in front of us. They're going to have to do that.
And when they say that, it means tackling him after the catch. Because once he makes the catch, you may catch it in front. But if you don't tackle him, he's behind you at that point, and that's how he racks up the big yardage.
Oh, my God.
A 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. The Pro Bowler Tyreek Hill, the intended receiver, and that'll make it 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Eason, he is going to find Hill here. And he gets it to the 34, good enough for the first. Over 70 yards receiving now for him in this first half alone, as he's got a first down on that last catch. On first down, Eason. And that's going to be intercepted. Malcolm Jenkins, the Pro Bowler. And a very good return as he takes us all the way up to the 35-yard line. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
On 2nd and 2, Rodgers. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Trent Murphy has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
56, Mike, 56, right there, 56. Watch QB drop.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. He rifles one that's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 47. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw to the end zone, but it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Tyreek Hill that time. That'll bring up 2nd down. They're going for a receiver there. Already has one touchdown in this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored one, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. Oh, very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
And that's why defenders are often frustrated offensive guys. Actually made the catch, looked good doing it, but couldn't get his feet down in order to finish off the takeaway.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Akeem Hicks at 6'5", 332 finds his way home for the sack. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter. 14-7. Coming up at the half, a reminder we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman and have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. So a good snap, good hold, and right down the middle.
Never in doubt. Just the way you used to hit them, partner.
You mean like kicking the ball?
Exactly.
Well, that was in high school.
Doesn't matter. I don't care what level. You hit them, they go through.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. They find themselves down 17-7 as they start this drive 1st and 10. And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
Alert 3. Easy. 56. Come on,
Now Rodgers. And he's going to be taken down. Sacked back at the 2. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And this is going to be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
They'll call that a punt of 59 yards. Tough to do better than that. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone. That's caught at the 25. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. It's a gain of 35. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
I know you felt like saying touchdown there, didn't you, partner? That looked like a sure 6 points, but the contact jarred it free.
Got his hands on it, could not hold on through the end of the play. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. Hill, the intended receiver once again. 3rd down here.
Let's go now. 15, line it. 15 line.
From the gun, Eason. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. And for the 2nd time tonight, his field goal unit comes out here. He connected on his first, this from 41. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And that will open the lead up now to 20-7. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock. and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
And he'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will it be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'm going to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just
into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Xavier Woods with a pick. Well, holding on to the lead at this stage in the second half, those are the types of plays you really want to try and stay away from.
And when you're a rookie, keeping your focus is something that you still have to work on all the time because there's so many distractions around you between the crowd noise and your coaches and your teammates. But the other part, you've got to learn how to finish. It's the 2 F's for a rookie quarterback.
On 2nd and 1, Rodgers. And he's able to bring it up 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 45. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Cameron Wake with a little wake-up call as he gets in there for the sack. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
Pick on me.
This quarterback now 9 of 17 through the air. Looking to throw. Eason. It's Hill. Complete. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Tyreek Hill, his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 9 on the season. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. Back to throw. Eason, and he's got it. So the try for 2 successful, and that bumps their lead up even further. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. They were nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Trent Murphy racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Here's Rodgers. Finding Green complete.
And another thing that makes the comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. A nice chunk of yardage picked up there.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off near the 44. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Hey, exit.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 38 yards. And a forced fumble defensively leads to 6 points for the Eagles.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that, truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up. Yeah. Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working.
Hey, take 26.
Rodgers to throw on 3rd and 1. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Lawrence Guy in there to get him. That is the 6th time that they have sacked him tonight. The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They do go for it. It's Rodgers. And he's going to go down again. Steve McClendon, credit him for the sack. A gutsy decision there at this stage in the second half in their own territory, and a decision that they might regret.
Can't wait for the postmortem. You know, this post-game press conference, because the questions are going to come fast and furious about this decision, no matter how the game turns out, right? What were you thinking there? Why? Did you have a certain play call? Were you confident in your defense? Oh, yeah. Why? It's going to keep coming up.
Yeah, no matter the scoreboard, just tough to justify. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Looking to throw. Eason. Flush to his right. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Cameron Wake in there for the sack, and it's an important one from a personal standpoint, as that is sack number 100 in what has certainly been a terrific career to this point. Throwing on 3rd and long. Eason. And that is incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. So that one is his 3rd of the game. Now, if you're wondering, that's only halfway to his career high, as he once had 6 field goals.
Brandon, but 6? Let's hope we don't get that again, please. Okay, can we see a few touchdowns here and there?
That'd be nice. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Who's coming now? I've been on, but when I looked at the party on the set 1, I didn't join it.
Throwing on 1st down is Rodgers.
Sacky.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Sam
I could beat this
showing
dude
his
by, like,
strength and
more
quickness
than
there. A loss of 4. Pass protection has been a problem all night long
but
as
I'm
they come
going
up
up to
facing
obviously.
second and a bundle. Rodgers now to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? You don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Our school.
Well, that's just simply not right. To make that kind of a catch, that spectacular, and not get a first down out of it.
I guess he could put it on his personal highlight reel, however.
Yeah, he'll get the catch, he'll get the yardage.
Like what we doing now, this online shit.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away.
Most likely they gonna do.
Here's Hill on the return. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When you go to the backup, let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row. They were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all,
it's caught inside the 25.
I'm not even trying to one play touchdown. I'm literally not trying to.
Tyreek Hill, 77 yards as his guys continue to pour it on. So another score there, and often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him. So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But hey, listen, sometimes there will be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
The Packers on 3rd down. They've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This is 3rd down and 12. He's going to dump it off to Gurley. And he will be marked down short of the 1st as they get to him at the 29.
Right down him.
A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down.
Right down another one.
The Packers go for it. Rodgers. He's going to air it out deep. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at the 35. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. The outcome of this one, well, we know who's going to win it. It's just all window dressing at this point. Got me thinking, what's the biggest blowout that you've been a part of as a player, broadcaster?
Well, I'm not going to go to the player part because when I think blowout,
because you won every game as a player.
No, I think about being blown out, and no one wants to go back to those memories. But you know, when I was calling college football, I saw a game that team put 70. I actually saw it happen twice. A team put 70 on their opponent. And in the NFL in the 2017 season, I saw one of those changing of the guard games where a team that hadn't been very good before now was dominating and kicking around a team who had been ruling their division.
And that's when you earn your paycheck, right? As the analyst, you got to fill that time.
You've got to know what's going on out there and how it all happened.
Well, obviously that begs the question, what game was it?
That was Seattle hosting Los Angeles, the Rams.
Yeah.
Their second meeting of the season, and the Rams turned it around from the first one and blew out the Seahawks.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A big 3rd down conversion with a gain of 28. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here. 1st and 10. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
And they'll indeed take a knee.
I'm sweaty. I'm sweaty. I'm off again. You ain't watch 8 Mile now. You gotta move yourself to the music the moment.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Eagles, hey, they finish a perfect month of September as they move to 4-0 on the new campaign. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week. Meanwhile, for Green Bay, they'll fall back to 500 at 2-2. And they'll try to get back on track next week as they head to Dallas to take on the Cowboys.
Yeah, Tyreek Hill got 258 receiving yards, and Trent Murphy got 4 sacks.
Yeah. Cool.
Okay, Tyreek Hill got a punt return, a 1-yard touchdown pass, 43-yard touchdown pass, 38-yard touchdown pass, 77-yard touchdown pass. So let's read the highlights. That should have been a touchdown right here. Didn't realize that's a touchdown. Oh shit. Like this, I love when people guard just, they can't stop Tyreek Hill, so they just commit to him. There's literally nobody on 2 receivers.
Ah, shit, my neck.
I can't look at that fucking touchdown, bro. I just can't look at that. Yeah. I had a touchdown. What was that? Curtis Samuel had a touchdown. Oh my god.
Well, I got Santino inside this damn league.
Oh my god.
And I play his ass this week with the team winning.
Oh, he's Bucks.
Yeah.
That was a dodge.
You better move.
Yano?
Jeremiah, guess what?
What?
Trey Murphy had
Do I hear
4 more
Rick?
sacks.
Yeah.
What?
Rick?
What? Is that stealthy?
Huh? Oh, no.
Nah, I don't know who Stealthy is. I'm killing stuff. I don't know who Stealthy.
I'm finna mess with Satino.
Shut up, bro.
Thanks for the 1 view in the stream. The game is over. Buy 1 view.
What?
If I had plus, I'll be down to wreck, but I don't got shit, so I'm down bad.
Oh.
I was fucked up. I was down bad.
On this.
I'm supposed to. Redskins, Jets, Redskins, Jets.
Okay, let's go. Oh my god, my palms are fucking sweaty. Why?
I don't fuck with you.